Anthony Davis. I think the world is tired of talking about them. They are one of the biggest, if not the biggest disappointments in NBA history. Let them sit back and do what they do, meaning watch everybody else like we're about to do. I'm just sick of the Lakers. I'm tired of it.
Oh. Kendrick Perkins caught up in his feelings. He's a bit upset that he has to talk about the Lakers. Well, guess what? That's what comes with the news business, okay? Try covering the Allen Iverson beat. Not the 76ers beat, the Allen Iverson beat, where if he showed up at a Fridays, I had to go and report on it. Get over it. It comes with the business. You heard me. That's why we're here on First Take right now. Molly, take it away.
All right, let's do it. Major news, Perk. Cover your ears regarding who? Oh, the Los Angeles Lakers. Head coach Frank Vogel out. According to our Adrian Wojnarowski, Vogel coached his final game for the Lakers on Sunday. A decision that's expected to be shared with him as soon as today. Despite Woj's report, Frank Vogel is staying in the moment.
Frank, right at the end of the game, Adrian Wojnarowski tweeted that the Lakers are going to be firing you, a decision they'll let you know tomorrow. Have you communicated with the front office at all about your future? And I guess what's your reaction to hearing that?
My reaction is I haven't been told, and I'm going to enjoy tonight's game, celebrate what these young guys did in terms of scratching the claw and getting back in this game, getting a W. And, we'll deal with tomorrow.
Did that get back to you before you walked in this room?
Yes.
Did that affect?
I'm going to enjoy tonight's game and what our guys did tonight and the way we finished out this season. I'm proud of our guys tonight.
Stephen A., you're up first. Does Vogel deserve to be fired?
Yes. We need to get this out of the way. To the Charles Barkleys of the world and others calling this team old geezers and stuff like that, they're absolutely right. To Frank Vogel and his family, I say respectfully, yes, but I want everybody to understand where I'm coming from. This man is a champion. He deserves to be a head coach in the NBA. This is not an indictment against his skills as a coach. The situation that he was in was so reprehensible, he didn't need to be there any longer. The Lakers, you have to understand, they require something a little bit different. And when you are 16, 17 games under 500, when you have LeBron James and Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook on your squad, this comes with the territory. When you say he deserves to be fired, the only reason I say that is because that situation ain't changing anytime soon. You need somebody that's a stronger voice as a coach. I'm talking cachet. I don't mean voice literally J and KP. I'm talking cachet. Frank Vogel, despite being a champion, doesn't have that. And it's not his fault. Let's be clear about that. This is what we got to point out, too. The Lakers organization right now is an atrocity. It's horrible. You got Jeannie Buss listening to Linda Rambis. Respectfully, I'm talking basketball. I'm not talking business. I'm not talking any other tentacles that she may have. As it pertains to basketball, what damn credentials does Linda Rambis have? Somebody got to say it. She doesn't have any. There's no business making basketball decisions. And Jeannie Buss listening to her is ridiculous. Kurt Rambis, let me be very, very clear. Very knowledgeable basketball mind. No doubt about it. And as a champion, as a player, when you were coaching, how'd that work out? When you were an executive, how did that work out? Your record was awful. But you want to be a de facto coach behind the scenes trying to manipulate what the coaching staff look like and how the lineups are used. Well, get your behind out there and do the damn job then. Hire Kurt Rambis so we can look and see what you're going to bring to the table. Because when we saw it after your playing days were over, it wasn't that damn impressive. Not in New York, not in Minnesota. Don't get me started. That's the situation that Frank Vogel had to deal with. He had to deal with that situation because they didn't want him first. They wanted Ty Lue, whose staff they tried to pick for him. And Ty Lue, a champion, said, hell with that. They wanted Monty Williams. He said, this cesspool right here, I don't want no parts of this. I'm going to go to Phoenix. They wanted Jason Kidd, but dredged up stuff from a decade plus earlier as an excuse why he couldn't be the head coach, but you could have him on your bench. And he was supposed to be the head coach in waiting, okay? And then you gave Frank Vogel the job and essentially ran all over him. You wouldn't let him. You assembled a squad. You tried to coach. You tried to tell him who he should and shouldn't play and when he should and shouldn't do it. You could do that because he didn't have that name recognition, that cachet to really, really push back. And the Lakers need a coach that could tell them all to go to hell. I'm the coach. You hired me to do the job, and that's the way it's going to be. That's why Frank Vogel needed to go, because he can't do that to them and get away with it. They need a coach who can.
But you know what coach can do that? Only a coach who has the backing of the front office, that he knows, regardless, I'm going to put my stamp down on this team, and I'm not going anywhere. That doesn't come, Molly, Stephen A., KP, when after they win a championship, 10 months later, he signs a one-year extension. I mean, that's right from the bat saying, hey, we're not sure you're our long-term answer. You're a short-term answer.
Right.
So here's where I agree with you, Stephen A., because number one, when you got players sending out text messagings during games, okay, when you got Russell Westbrook at the beginning of the year, him saying, hey, Taylor Horton Tucker, all you guys, when you get the rebound, push it, and Russell saying, no, you're going to give me the ball. When there's that kind of combat, when you got players ignoring the coach's callings from the time they have a timeout, he's lost the ear of players on this team. Let's be honest about it. So I do think they need a change. But the way they went about it is such an embarrassment for this franchise. It's a franchise that won 17 NBA titles. Yeah. You at least have to have respect internally to keep this inside before you allow a person like Woj, and I love Woj, I know he's doing his job, to break it and then put your coach in a situation where he has to find out about his job via the internet and then answer questions about it. There is a right way to go about doing your business, right? You wait until the exit interviews, KP. Afterwards, you say, hey, look, this is not going the right way. You handle it in a first-class manner. I'm saying I agree with the move, but everything that's set them up until this point, the writing's been on the wall, man. We knew that Frank Vogel was going to be fired. We knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, we knew it was going to happen. We just didn't know when. And it's unfortunate because I really believe that he didn't deserve to be fired. You know, like Frank Vogel won a championship with this team. Frank Vogel had nothing to do with the moves that they made in the offseason. He was just told to, hey, coach this team that we put together. And it's unfair to him because it's like, okay, you got me with all these bullhead guys in the locker room and you expect me to work magic. Here's the thing why it's so disappointing. Because as your head coach, you have assistants on your bench. If you're the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers, you have assistants on your bench that should be well respected by the players on your team, like a Phil Handy, who's arguably, in my opinion, the best workout guy in the NBA, one of the best assistants, 3-time champion. You bring in Fizdale, who has the attention of a locker room, who guys could relate to, especially a LeBron James. And so when I look at this situation, it's bad, like you said, Jay Will, because Frank Vogel didn't even know he was fired. Like, how you're not man to man, how you're not willing to be man to a man and tell this man face to face that he's lost his job. He has to find out through the media when he comes on the press conference. No, this is facts. This is facts. This is facts. And so here's my thing, though, Stephen A. Okay. I just feel like he didn't deserve to be fired. It was the wrong decision. He had no doing in what happened during the offseason for us, the trades. And guess what? Frank Vogel knew it was going to be a mess. You know why? Stephen A., who offered me a coaching job this season?
You? Isn't it Boston?
Yeah, the Lakers. No, the Lakers.
The Lakers.
The Lakers did.
I got you.
The Lakers. The Lakers offered me an assistant coaching job. You know why? Because they wanted me to come in and
because you know what, I'm only being facetious because you can't afford me at this point. I'm just going to be real about it, okay? But they should hire me as president of basketball operations for the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, we fixed some stuff. I promise you that. Because it wouldn't, first of all, I'd be playing with house money. I couldn't be any worse. I couldn't be any worse. As a front office, I couldn't be any worse than the Lakers organization has been this year. Hire, brother, right here. I'm only being facetious because, again, you wouldn't be, you run your shop like a mom and pop shop. You can't afford me. Bowman could afford me. They couldn't. That's number one. Number two, let me say this to KP and you. As the veteran at this table in the world of media, I don't think we would dispute that. I'm older than both of y'all, and I've been in the damn media longer. We got to stop being so damn soft. And I don't mean us literally. I'm talking about, wait a minute. We cover the NBA. Nobody brought up Frank Vogel's family, his personal life, anything. As the coach of the Los Angeles Lakers, Adrian Wojnarowski has a job to do. If you get that information, what are you supposed to do? Sit around and let somebody else report it? You know what I mean? I saw James Worthy and Robert Horry talking after the game.